Last week has been one of the best weeks of my career. I'll tell you why. Okay, there's a certain reason. That's why I was really excited about this Monday meeting. A few incredible things happened last week, which proved a lot of theories of mine. Okay, I had a lot of theories, but last week I think some of those theories have been proved. Okay, the theory that this is one of the best companies in Dubai you guys can work for, and I'll explain why this theory has worked. Okay, now for some people over here who known me for a few years, they knew that I used to make close to 1 million dirhams a month sitting in coffee shops. I think Kamran knew this, Yash to a certain extent, Pranav, Tanveer, because they've seen me do this, okay? Then why for all this setup? The reason was, Zara sort of knew it, experience. Let's not use that name. Okay, so point is, so it's funny, in my previous companies, I never knew how much I was making. I never even spoke to accounts. It's just that they just kept transferring money to my account. I never asked how many deals. I used to forget how many deals I used to close. Because I was never attached to the number of deals. For me, it was something else, and I don't even know what. I think one of the turning points of my life was I was sitting in an Emaar award show, and the person who won number one, what is interesting about that particular company, not the other companies. Regularly, there have been companies where there are 100, 200 agents. Okay, normally I've always seen these companies, and these are companies with certain political affiliations with certain countries. So I was like, how do I beat that? And I have a track for that as well. I saw once that really hit me hard was a certain company that hit over 1 billion dirhams worth of sales in 1 quarter with 9 consultants. And I was like, how do I see? Because sometimes when you make, and I want this for everyone over here, after you make above a certain amount of money, then you're chasing greatness. You're not chasing money after that. You want something beyond money. So now I'll get into what happened last week and what's interesting about this, okay? And how I want you guys to shape your mind. There are very few potential mentors in this market, okay? Very few. Because there are very few people who have actually worked and are legit. See, there are some people who have become successful by luck or by cringe. But there are few people, okay? I'll tell you the people as well, okay? Of course, number one, Firaz Al-Masadi, phenomenal guy. I'm the guy revolutionized the market, brilliant guy. Some of the products that he came, the whole market uses it. That's fantastic, DXB Interact, phenomenal. There's a guy called Anthony Joseph, okay? He calls himself the godfather of real estate. That part is a little weird, but the thing is, this guy's legit. This guy's actually a bloody genius, he is. He's legit. For some period of time, this guy was very prominent, this Anand Menon, But the guy is more of a trainer than a salesperson. I don't know about sales history. So these guys I'm talking about have actually conducted massive sales, There are great people you can follow, Who else? Personally for me, my mentor, I've told this in a couple of videos. I had this guy, his name was Samir Munshi. He's in the dark, he never comes out in the light, This guy's a brilliant genius guy. Apart from this, a guy I respect a lot is Umar Farooq from OBG Real Estate. Now, why is it important to have one particular mentor or one person as a guiding light? It's because if you ask 10 different people, you'll get 10 different opinions. And then you guys are just going to be lost ducks. And that's the biggest problem in today's market, right? Everyone is just, I don't know, they get 5 different opinions from 5 different places and then they're confused all over the place. This is 95% of the market. Now today, we're going to talk about few people who have clarity and they've achieved results, okay? So I'll say one by one. Okay, people who have, last week, who made it special for me? Okay, because first of all, of course, it's Yash. Why? It's because he started a channel 2 months ago, just around 500 subscribers. He started generating leads, and last week, from his own lead, he closed a deal. What does that mean? That means that is a start of a brand. So how do I get 10 Zohaibs? I need 10 brands. That is the beginning of a brand, right? If someone says, watches your video, contacts you and says, hey, I have 4 to 5 million dirhams to invest, because that was about a 4 million dirham deal, right? I've got 4 to 5 million dirhams to invest. Can you take care of my money? That is the beginning of a brand, and if we see, because last year, using the brand of Mohammed Zohaib, if we created over 900 million of sales, imagine there are 10, because how do I achieve 1 billion dirhams of sales if we're in a quarter? That's if I recreate 10 Zohaibs, right? So that's one. Second brilliant example, the person who's sleeping today, is, so this is the story of Khalid last week, okay? So just about a week ago, I had a very long conversation with Khalid. No, Khalid has explosive energy, okay? Technically, I think Khalid is a bigger brand than me, technically. This guy has 3 million followers, okay? He's very powerful. He's got a lot of energy. But then that reiterates my theory, the importance of maybe having a person to guide you. Because see, I am a non-biased individual. I can look at your life from a third-party perspective. I can say where you're going right, where you're going wrong, and I could guide you because I enjoy doing it. I don't have any vested interests, The problem with most people out there in the market is that they're desperate, they're greedy, they want to make money out of you. I don't give a shit, right? So I had almost like a 2-hour conversation with this guy, okay? I gave him a few tweaks on how to shift his mindset. Now, after almost 4 months of not closing, last week he closed 4 deals. I don't even know how many millions. About 10 million. He's crossed 10 million. He's crossed 10, probably 15 million. I don't know. But let's see. So last night also I had a phenomenal conversation with him. I told him what he should do, what he should not do, how to stick to the momentum, because life is about rhythm, and once you understand that rhythm, that is precisely why I used to find it annoying when people used to say, work 18 hours a day, do not sleep only 4 hours. That's stupid. Because if you don't sleep for 7 to 8 hours a day, if you don't exercise, if you don't have a decent personal life, you're not going to evolve as an individual. Your brain is not functioning right. You will crash. 100% you're going to crash. So I've always believed in a very holistic approach where everything. You need to take care of your health. You need to take care of your personal life. You need to take care of your sleep patterns. And then see, because I want you guys, your brains to be on steroids. How do you exercise your brain if you follow these certain patterns, right? Then I had something brilliant by Asiya, actually, brilliant. Asiya is, again, I feel like, this silent, but she constantly observes and studies things, okay? So she connected me to someone extremely influential, okay? And now we are going to meet top dignitaries of one of the most richest states in India. Okay, top, I don't want to give names again, And this is what I told Asiya, that listen, if these line of meetings actually work out, why don't we set up something big over there in that state? And, let's do it. It's not necessary. Everyone may have a different path, I don't want to tell Asiya, sit and make videos. If she has a different idea, different mindset that works something differently for her, why not? Let's open something big, a big agent. Okay, in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is like the IT. In US, there are cities that are called Little Hyderabad. So Hyderabad is like a Silicon Valley of India, one of the richest states. If we can, and Hyderabad is right next to Bangalore, again, a big IT capital. I'm like, let's set up something big. We'll eventually connect Bangalore, Hyderabad, Maharashtra. Fantastic. Why not? Let's go for it. Before that, last week, again, Shahid, something brilliant, So with Shahid, we're trying to, tap into that entire calling space. We opened something big in for him in Pakistan, like full-fledged, proper office where he runs that. It's not necessary. I can figure out, in fact, not I, when I say I, me and Kamran can figure out, everyone may have a different trajectory, Last week with Gibran, we started something phenomenal, Phenomenal. I think this is gonna, so same thing what Yash and Khalid have achieved. I'm telling you. So last week I told you Khalid is gonna kill it. I told you in the meeting, right? I'm telling you, the next person is gonna kill and cause rage in the market is Gibran. I'll tell you why, Now I had a meeting from somebody based in Congo about 2 weeks ago, where he was like, Zoeb, I don't want to necessarily invest in off-plan. I want to invest in... And this guy's an investor. Like, he just casually bought an Oasis, okay? So he was like, I want to start income now because I want to move from Congo. I want to start business now. I want to start making money from now. So we came up with an entire new stream of business. So Gibran is himself does manage sub-leases around 48 apartments. He is into exporting of cars. He is into industrial subleasing. And I'm like, why the hell are you doing off-plan? You don't even need to do that. Let's start an entire new gig. Let's start something like Dubai Hustlers. If you want to hustle and make real money, real time, because that's what even I did during COVID. And during COVID, when the market was down, this is what even I used to fix cars, export them, get into subleasing. It's a great way to make money. Why don't we educate them? So last week, we had a fantastic video. We plugged in Jabri because, of course, having that Emirati face, because I didn't know how to utilize Jabri. Jabri is very powerful. I didn't want to utilize him for just simple another off-plan story. So Jabri, Gibran, me, we were like, okay, let's get into Dubai hustle. So we went to Karama. We saw these 2 buildings. The whole 2 buildings, 3 million dirhams was the lease, 50 studios, 7 shops. We ran the numbers. We crunched the numbers. We're going through every room, understanding how much we can rent them out for realistically, market rates. Phenomenal, And when this hits the market, for sure it's going to go into a rage, So it's like we can now finally, last evening I had a really nice conversation with RV as well. RV was like, Zoeb, every day you come to the office, you look like you were hit by a truck, That's why I don't feel like asking you anything. And I was like, see, that doesn't matter if I look like I've been hit by a truck. You know how hard it is to run this system. But just come and speak to me. So apart from, so me and Arvi, so today we're going to, a new concept is going to hit out. It's an experiment. That's an experiment, okay? So I don't know if it's going to work or not. It's just an experiment. We're going regional. We're trying to target an entire market. So the South Indian market, like how with say we're trying to hit that Hyderabad, Bangalore space. With RV, I'm trying to hit that Kerala, Tamil Nadu, that sort of space. With Tej, eventually, hopefully, we're going to hit that northern part of India. With Kami, we're going to try and hit Pakistan. Because these are your major buyers, right? That's 60% of your buyers. If you manage to give real consultancy to them, no one can challenge us. So that's a plan. So with RV, I was like, so he was like, hey, listen, man, I'm sexy, okay? Yeah, I can send you my modeling portfolio, okay? I know how to look good, okay? I know how to interact with people, okay? If I sit with a person, that's it, I'm done. Like, that's all I need, But I'm shit with social media, I wanted to create a post, I ended up posting a reel. I was like, whoa, this picture looks really nice, let me just post it. And then I was like, oh shit, it's a reel, And so I was like, it's fine. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect in the whole circle. That's the whole beauty of having a team, right? I'm like, every week, let's block off a slot, okay? So by now my week is like, okay, Thursday we've got Dubai Hustle. Friday we have Wealth Corridor. Friday and Saturday, I'm going to figure out MZ. Monday, we have something with 3X Capital. I'm like, okay, Tuesday, let's sit down, let's figure out your gig, because I want you to get into that Airbnb, property management, that space. I'll figure, because why? He already owns properties. He was trying to run an Airbnb in downtown. I'm like, see, these are tools which investors really want to understand. You don't want to talk about just, again, typical offline. Everyone's doing that. So, let's get into that Airbnb and property management space. I'll figure out the entire gig for you. You go out there. See, if you don't get out there, that doesn't make sense, So then he aligned, and I'm able to push that out. So like, if we go on at this, see, technically, if Yash has managed to achieve it, okay? If Khalid has managed to achieve it, the rest we're going to figure out. Of course, the objective is everyone to make money, right? That means something is working. So I told you about these role models in the market, right? These mentors in the market. Now, I don't think these mentors are going to do what we do at this stage, right? They're not going to like one-on-one guide you. Either decide you want to have a mentor. If you want to have a mentor, you understand, you believe in the vision, stay. If you are confused, without clarity, you're not going to achieve anything. Either we're in this together or not, okay? And that's fine with me. Because if I have a few people who really understand the vision and we go in together, that's more than enough. So point is, I think we've got some of the best brains in the industry in this room right here. Phenomenal brains. It's hard to get so much intelligence in one space, and people want to constantly intellectually challenge each other. And you can see now, once we have the bigger office as well, we're going to create these separate teams. There's going to be a secondary part. There's going to be a leasing. There's going to be property management. We're creating separate divisions. It's getting there, my licensing for the entire fund thing is happening as well. So, we are getting there, okay? But what I need from you guys is a plan, is clarity. That's about it, okay? Be clear on what you want. If you want to stay average, and that's fine. Again, everyone has their own objective in life. But the only way to achieve greatness is clarity. And there are some phenomenal people in this office, at least, That's it. That's all I wanted to say actually this week. I was really happy actually. I was so happy, These guys, what Yash achieved, what Khalid achieved, what Asi has done, Gibran last week has been so, last week I had to add an insane meeting. There was somebody who wants to build an entire city in Africa who came to us, 4,500 hectares, who wanted to introduce us to the president of that country. The kind of meetings we're getting onto, right? It's insane, But anyways, I think we've all been waiting for the debate of Yash and Khalid. Mr. Khalid. Khalid. I wanted to spare you, man. I don't want to spare you, actually. I wanted to inspire, man. What you've done is fucking amazing.
Like after a long break.
Yes. And now you're on a roll, because there are a lot of people who are stuck and who want to get on a roll. Okay. Can you please advise them,
Well, Zohaib put me under fire, When he talk next week and Khalid is coming, he's gonna, I can't let him down, no? So yeah, but this week, man, I want to work out, I want to eat healthy, I want to sleep, please. This week. So yeah, so I think, yeah, I was stuck, actually. It's all a mindset shift. That mindset shift that Zohaib keeps talking about, and it's very difficult to explain. But the only thing I kept in my mind is, go all in and keep the results for Allah. The big part, which it takes a lot from you, is that when you start thinking about the result, and this is something outside your control, and it actually ruins your energy. All right. So you divide the things, whatever is in my hand, I'm not gonna leave a stone unturned. I'm not gonna leave a door which I'm not gonna knock. And focus all your energy there. Focus your energy in the input, okay? And leave the rest for Allah. You know, that is the easiest way to do it. So, you know, all this, what if I didn't close? What's gonna happen? What about my financing? What about my bills next month? If you think about it this way, you're not gonna fix it. You're just gonna go into a negative mindset. But if you focus all on the input, your main goal will be that today when I go to bed, I just want to be proud of myself, no matter what the results are. So once you think this way, I believe that this is the best possible way to get the results. You know, you cannot guarantee what are the results, but eventually you're gonna reach. So yeah, and then like don't let Zuhair put you under fire because you're gonna get sick. So that's all.
Fire.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please spare me. I still have Yash, man. I have a monster waiting for me.
Yeah, monsters.
Monsters. Okay, so any guess for number 2? It's a new name, new face.
Ooh.
Arvi.
Yes.
Look at the picture. Oh my God.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Arvi needs to also.
Why?
Man, you know, why does everyone love you, first of all, you know?
Yeah, I told Chris not to put my name there, but anyway, it's been a wonderful journey this short time I've been here, and I want to thank you, Kamran bhai.
Thank you.
Seriously. It was a tough unit to get. We had to use a lot of pressure. That's where I think the company and, you know, company's integrity and Kamran's personal power came into it.
So I have something to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and finally, the client wanted a specific thing. He wouldn't budge from it, and I was getting stressed out because there was a lot of confusion behind. Then I was pestering him, and we got it done finally.
Yes, the third one. Tanveer. Guess. No?
It's always someone, yeah?
Yes, it's someone.
It's someone?